Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this week's presentation of the BFL. Week 4. Week 4 is on the horizon as we look to give you a good presentation of some football. We got the Pointers and the Bisons once again. The Bisons took the win last week to advance to 3-0. As the Pointers, if they don't win here, it's gonna start to get a little bit lopsided as they need to start getting some wins and, just locking up on defense, playing some good football, you know what I mean? As Cole warms up and he looks to continue his MVP-like campaign as Troy and Cole compete for the MVP trophy. BFL Week 4 is about to begin. Here is the toss, as it looks like the Bisons have won the coin toss. So it'll be Pointers football to start out this game in this beautiful 1 p.m. matchup as we look to give you the best possible football. And I hope you enjoy, So it will be the Pointers starting out this game. Let's see what they draw up to begin this week's installment of the BFL, as it has been a one-sided affair so far. They look to change that. Here we go. First down. Fake give to Carlos, and it's going to be a give to Vince. He's going to take that for a nice little gain. He's going to cut right, and then some. Nice as he heads out of bounds. Next play for the Pointers. Quick pass to Carlos. Going to be hauled in for a nice short gain, which will pick them up a first down. Next play of the drive, Carlos somehow breaks free with nobody near him. Gonna take it for a nice gain of about 30. The chains are moving, and Troy's gonna look around, and Carlos doesn't quite see it, throws a little offline, nonetheless brings up a second down. Let's see what they draw up here. Motion going on here. Fake give. Troy steps up in the pocket a little bit too far, but it'll go with a touchdown as Vince hauls in the nice grab. Bisons look to begin this drive with some points, and a good way to do that is to get George going, get Cole going, just get the entire offense moving just like they did in the past 3 weeks, the past 3 wins. Quick check down to George. Going to take that for a huge gain, as they're going to say he stepped out of bounds along the way. Another first down coming up here. He's going to look around to Carlos, but it's going to get through his hands. Not going to be hauled in. Second down. Cole looking around. George cuts back. Carlos is open downfield. He's going to take that shot downfield. A little bit of a mishap there as it is not hauled in. Third down here for the Bisons. Let's see what they can do here. Cole's going to take off, use his legs, but he's going to be just short of the first down marker, bringing up a huge fourth down early in the game. Not where you want to be, but still, this is where they are. Let's see what they can do here. Cole pumps, throws the ball to Carlos, and oh man, you got to have that one. Doesn't quite get hauled in there. That'll bring up a turnover on downs. See what the Pointers can do if they want to extend this lead early in the game. Seems like they always jump out in front, and Carlos makes the crafty grab as he has to extend his legs and arms to grab that one. He does it, makes the nice grab. Troy looking around as he snaps the ball, trying to throw his second touchdown in the game. Finds Carlos, throws just slightly offline, can't quite get to it. Despite the incompletion, the chains are still moving. Next play of the drive, fake give. Troy looking around. He steps up in the pocket. As he sees Vince open, he will fire. A little miscommunication there, but that's all right. Brings up a touchdown, as they have seen themselves in this position before. Down 2 scores early on. Check down to Carlos. He's going to go down right there. Next play of the drive, Cole telling George something that he notices. Looking around as he will snap the ball. Fake handoff. Sees Carlos over there, but tells him to go deep, and the ball soars right over Troy's head. Big gain. Carlos, nice grab, nice throw, just nice play all around. After the big gain, they look to keep it up. Let's see what they can do. Keep their foot on the gas pedal. Fake handoff. Cole surveying the field, looking around, pumps it, looking downfield, and that's going to be right into the hands of Carlos for a touchdown. First passing touchdown of the game. It has become quite evident that the Pointers have all the momentum so far in this game. Quick check down to Carlos. Get up a gain of 10. Just short of the first down marker. Cole on Vince tightly. And, he breaks free, looking downfield, caught. He breaks off from Cole. Great separation. Gets free from Cole as he is caught sleeping. A man in motion is George. Let's see what they do here. Hand off to George. Looks like he wants to throw. Doesn't really see anybody at first. Cole signals him to run. He will do exactly that. He's going to jog, and he's going to go. That'll pick up a first down. Calm little first down as he just steps out of bounds after some decent yardage. Next play of the drive on first down. Cole shuffled pass to George. He'll be stopped right in his tracks, but it's positive yardage. Looks like he wants to hand it to George, and he will. Blazing speed from George as he'll take it for a decent gain. Next play of the drive here for Cole. Pumps it to George. Sees Carlos over the top. Ball is in his hands. Caught just short of a touchdown. They're rolling here on offense. Let's see what they can do, keeping their foot on the gas pedal. Carlos motions over. Fake give. He's going to take off and use his legs, and nobody's going to catch him as he punches it in for 6. My bad, 7. 6, 7. And that'll go for a Bison's touchdown. Let's see here if the Pointers can answer. Troy snaps the ball, looking around, hits Carlos incomplete. Just going to bounce off the hands. Let's see if they can answer back after that unfortunate play. Troy looking around. He's bouncing forward, possibly an illegal forward pass. George tips it, and somehow, wow, it gets into the hands of Carlos. Caught. Huge gain. What a play. You don't see that very often, but big plays like that, those are what wins games. All right, Troy taking a long-ass time in the pocket. Doesn't see anything. He's going to run, jog, and he'll be caught right at the 1-yard line. Setting up could be a tush-push like last week. That was successful. Troy looking around, hits Carlos right through the hands. Can't quite get it to him there. Next play of the drive on the goal line. Troy looking around. Looks like Vince could have possibly hauled it in there. Sloppy coverage. Carlos, wow, hauls it in. He's amped up. He's excited. He's having a good game for the Pointers so far. Let's see what's next in store. For the Bisons, down 2 scores early in the game. Cole looking around. Hits George on a low pass. A little Aaron-esque. Next play of the drive. Fake give. A little nonchalant Cam Ward action. Hits Carlos. He's going to take this upfield for a short gain, and he'll pick up a first down. That'll set up a new set of downs for the Bisons. Fake give to Carlos. Cole surveying the field. He's got an open man, but he missed him. Unfortunate. Next play of the drive. Cole drops back. See if he finds anything. George is open. And no. He's going to use his legs. Big gain down the sideline as he'll be caught just down to the inside the 10. Handoff George. And, snatches his ankles. Spin move. Oh, man. He's crafty. He's swifty. It's George. Further proof why he's the best running back in the league. Fake handoff. Looking a little Aaron-ish. And he fakes the entire defense. Carlos wide open. Nobody near him. Touchdown, Bisons. Here we go. New drive for the Pointers. Up 7. 7 minutes to go in the first half. Troy steps forward a lot there. Looking like there could have been a forward pass call there. Never mind. Intercepted. Ball don't lie. Cole's taking that back inside the red zone as he'll be hit and shoved out of bounds. Absolutely huge play for the Bisons there. Down 7 early in the game. This gives them a chance to tie this thing up. As what will they draw up here? Let's see what they got in store for first down in the red zone. George motions out to the receiver position. Fake handoff to Carlos. Cole looking around, pumps. He looks like he wants to run. Never mind. Fires crossbody over the field to George. Touchdown. Beautiful play there for the Bisons. These plays are rapid fire. Throws it to Carlos, incomplete. Let's see what's next for them on second down. Fake give to Carlos. Look in Vince's direction. Steps forward an awful lot. Off the fingertips of Vince. Oh, man. You gotta have that one. Fake handoff to Carlos. Steps forward a lot again. Oh, man. He cooked him on that route. But he opted to use his legs instead. Although if he threw it, that could have opted in a touchdown. Because there was nobody near him. Troy looking around. Doesn't quite see anything. Looks like he could have Vince down there. Still looking, still looking. Long play, fires to Vince, and it's caught after a long time in the pocket. Vince frees him up, and that's what it comes down to, stamina, to see who can outlast the other. New drive for the Bisons as they find themselves down again. George fakes the pass, gives it to Carlos, and he's stopped right in his tracks, but a crafty play there from the Bisons. Cole looking around. Looks like he might have saw George open there as he throws it deep and incomplete. Misses him off the mark. Cole looking around as he snaps the ball on the next play of the drive for the Bisons. He's going to take off and run. He's got a bunch of open field in front of him as Troy takes him down right around the midfield line. Handoff George. They'll pick up about 5. Full head of steam there for George. Looking like Scataboo. Fake handoff as Cole stays composed in the pocket. George breaks loose. It's caught. He's going to take that all the way into the end zone. Touchdown. And he spikes it. Wow, that was high. And that was cool. Tie game. Let's see if the Pointers can answer and take back the lead that was rightfully theirs. As they have led this entire game, he finds Carlos, but incomplete once again. Falls off the fingertips. Troy looking around. Vince is open. It's caught. Nice, calm little gain for a first down. Troy looks around. Handoff Carlos. Caught in his tracks. Fake handoff to Carlos. He's going to look around. He rolls around. He fires to Vince. It's caught. He's going to take this downfield, but George will catch him, preventing what could have resulted in a touchdown. Next play of the drive after the big gain from the Pointers. Little trickery play. Carlos, the quarterback position, fires and is over the head of George. Caught by Troy. Not much he could have done there, really. Quite frankly, Troy is a very tall man, so he catches that one with ease. 3 minutes to go in the half. Let's see what they design up here for this crunch time drive. Check down Carlos. He's going to take that forward, but a gain of 10 yards. Next play, Cole. Fake handoff. Looking around. He's going to fire to Carlos once more for another quick check down. Although it'll turn into something more, which picks up a first down. Cole snaps the ball. Fake handoff to George. He's open downfield. Cole doesn't opt to throw it his way, but instead he finds an open man, Carlos, for a nice gain. Fake handoff to George once more. They like the play-action game today. He finds George, but it goes over his head off the fingertips of George. Another fake handoff to George. He's going to look around the field. George is open. He gets it to him. He's going to make Vince miss, and a block from Carlos gets him in for 7. Nice play by Carlos, a nice play by Vince, and a nice throw from the quarterback. That block was key, though, in getting into the end zone there. Nice play. 1 minute to go. This should shape up to be the final drive of the game. Troy looking around, hits Carlos. Nope, incomplete. Good play from George to force the ball out there. Next play of the drive, second down. Troy looking around. He sees Vince open, but never mind. Goes to Carlos. Over the top, incomplete. George bats it down once more. That brings up third down. 48 seconds to go. That clock is ticking down. Carlos incomplete for the third time this drive. Fourth down. And Troy, oh man, he scrambles. That's a first down. New set of yardage. New set of downs, pardon me, for the Pointers. He finds Vince incomplete. The drops on this drive have not been ideal, but he makes up for it right here as he takes out the middle for a big gain. Troy's going to have a man in motion. 16 seconds left. Hits Carlos. Not quite into the end zone as Cole goes for the ball. Almost trips it out. 10 seconds left. 7, 6, 5 as he punches it in for a touchdown. And it looks like the Bisons elect to use a timeout as they have a play in mind that they want to use on this drive. 3 seconds left on the clock as the ball is in. Pitch to George. Given back to Cole. He's going to go back to George. He'll go back to Cole as he'll throw crossbody to Carlos, but he can't quite get it. This play's going to be ruled dead. Second half of football about to begin. Let's see what they do here. Fake handoff to Carlos. Looks to hit him, but it's a ball way too low. That'll bring up the next play of the drive. Let's see how they can answer back. Jet sweep to George. He's going to take that up for a nice little gain of about 5 yards. They look to pass here. Quick throw to Carlos as nobody's on him. Nice little gain. Another pass pumps to George as he looks to give up on his route. As a deep shot to Carlos and it bounces off Vince's back. Wow. That's some tough coverage, but still. He's missing some throws he's got to make here. Let's see what they do here. Looking around. Fires through the hands of George. Unfortunately, had a little bit too much sauce on it. Fake handoff once more. Looks like he wants to throw to George here. He might run. Nope, he finds George. He's open. He catches it, and he's just barely steps out of bounds around the 40. Fake handoff to George. Drops back. Takes a look around. He's going to take off. He's going to use his legs. Nobody's going to catch him as he'll walk right into the end zone for a touchdown. Pointers about to begin their first drive of the second half. Troy looking around, scanning the field. Finds an open man, that's Carlos, but no. Comes up incomplete. Brings up second down, scanning the field, shuffle pass, that's to Vince. That'll pick up a first down. Decent yardage there. Troy looking around here. Finds a man deep, but he's not going to look for him. Sees Carlos over the middle, not quite what he's looking for. Vince over the middle, open, caught. Another big gain for the Pointers. Troy drops back, looks like he steps up in the pocket, wants to run, finds an open man, that's Carlos. As, looks like they're going to give up and let them score. Not sure what's going on there. I will say it is rather hot here in Boston. Meanwhile, Cole dumps it off to George for a nice little completion. Second down. Motion man's over. Fake handoff. It's a give to Carlos, as they didn't expect that, clearly. As, oh no, he only got one hand. That's another one hand. He's still going. It'll be ruled down for the first down. Looking for some points to be put on the board. He notices something downfield. Looks to be some shit talk going on between the two quarterbacks. Cole, fake handoff, drops back. Fires to George, complete. George, a nice little move. He gets himself on there. Crafty move from George. Proves to be one of the best skill players we've seen in the history of this league. Cole drops back once more after a fake handoff. Fires to George, cannot connect. I apologize. I have Ebola right now, so I'm quite ill. That is why I'm not able to give the most effective commentary right now, but that will not stop me. Nice little move by George once more on a dump off. Ball is snapped. Cole looking around, finds Carlos, but hits him in the face. Wow, jeez. That ball has some spice on it. Yeah. And he drops back. Let's see what he can do. And he finds nobody quite yet. Doesn't see anything that he likes. Sees George. And no! Off the fingertips of George. That could have been a big play to turn the tables and tie out this game. Cole drops back. And sees George open on that out route. But not quite what he wants. Fourth down. Gotta have this one. No! Sails over the head. Might have been a miscommunication there. Not sure what went wrong, but clearly Cole was frustrated after missing that one, which could have turned the tables and tie the game. However, Troy completes a pass over to Vince. Nice, decent yardage. Another play here for the Pointers. Shuffle pass, Carlos. Makes the grab, but he'll be down right after the grab. Let's see what they can do. Fake handoff to Carlos. Scanning his surroundings. Seeing if he can find an open man. Staying in the pocket, composed. Looking around, absolutely zero pressure. Seeing zero openings. This is got to be breaking a record, dude. Still hasn't released the ball, and Carlos is wide open and drops the ball. And after that 30-minute play from the Pointers, let's see if they can drop something a little bit nicer than that. So looking around, immediately rolls to his right and throws over the top to Carlos, and not there. Not exactly the throw he was looking for. Next play of the drive, Vince motions over to the right. See if they can have an answer. Troy takes off, running, and he'll be met in his tracks. Just short of the end zone. Looking to make a stop here if they want to have a chance to win this game. Handoff Vince. And he'll get in for 6. Touchdown. Sorry, 7. 6, 7. Down 2 scores, 9 minutes left. This is an absolutely crucial drive. Handoff George. Stopped right in his tracks. Gains absolutely nothing. This is a tiring game. You can see it. And misses him. Over the top, misses him. That is not a good look. In the huddle, drawing up something nice. Because they need it. Down 2 scores with only 8 minutes to go. You got to lock in. Motioning George. That's the jackpot Kansas City play. They read it perfectly, though. But he finds him. And it's caught. He'll take that all the way in the end zone. Jackpot Kansas City. Yeah, baby. They find themselves up by a score with 7 minutes and 40 seconds left. Let's see what they can do. Vince finds him open, breaks away, and they're just going to let him score to conserve time, it seems like. Take that all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. Carlos seems to notice something in the coverage that he likes. He likes his matchup. Let's see what he can do here. Handoff George. And he looks to throw it back to Cole, and no, the throw isn't there. That could have been a touchdown if that throw was just a little bit further to the right. He rolls out to his left nearly immediately. Launches one downfield. It's a deep shot, and it'll be there. Caught by George. Just what they needed. The momentum shifts, and he'll take that all the way in for a touchdown as Troy just wants to get the ball in his hands and take more control of the game. Shuffle pass to Carlos. Complete. They're going to go quick, try to control the clock. Waiting to snap the ball. It snapped another shuttle pass to Carlos. Seem to be recognizing a theme here, huh? Just under 6 minutes left. Troy drops back. Seems to be not seeing anything quite yet. He's got Vince open, but he does not throw to him. And he opts for a shovel pass. Picked off. Wow. That was definitely the wrong read there, as it proves to be could prove to be costly, as George takes the jet sweep, but he stopped right there. They're going to try to go quick, seeing they don't have much time left, but they still want to tie this game up. Cole looking around, sees nothing. George is open, fits it into an extremely tight window. Oh my God. That was as precise as a pass could possibly be. Touchdown. Handoff, but no. Oh, it's fumbled. But he picks it up. He's going. He's running. He's still on his feet. Takes it all the way up to the 50. Midfield on a fumble. What a play. Shuffle pass. Vince sees a ton of open field as George makes the play. And nearly gets them, but they'll let him go in because they want the ball back to attempt to win this game. All right, here's their attempt. 58 seconds to go. Cole looking around, finds George on a short gain. Next play of the drive. He'll drop back, looking to throw. Gotta get rid of the ball quickly. Sees Carlos right there, caught. He'll take that up for a nice short gain. 41 seconds to go on the clock. They're trying to hurry. Everyone trying to get back set. This is a stressful situation. 34 to go. Fake handoff. He's looking around. He'll offer for the short gain, but no. Incomplete. That'll cost him because the clock doesn't stop. Cole's going to drop back. 20 seconds to go. Not much time left. He sees an opening. He takes a deep shot. And, oh, wow, what a play. That ball was there, and Troy reached backwards. They got to get back. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Come on, you got to get back. And that'll do it. That will do it. As Cole expresses his frustrations, the Pointers will move to 1-3, getting their first win of the season. 3-1 for the Bison, still an immaculate record. Let's take a look back at that play. Cole puts that ball right where it needs to be, and Troy reaches backwards. As that is an MVP-like play. We'll see you next week. Thank you.